With the abundant blessings of our Acharya Swamiji, we are now in Mookapanchashati, Kataksha Shatakam, Sloka number 88. We are very lucky that Acharya Swamiji is blessing us on the eve of Vyasa Puja, which is coming in a couple of days. And he is stationed in Prayagraj, the foremost of kshetras, and shifting to Kashi, another foremost kshetra for Chaturmasi. So we seek the blessings of Acharya Swamiji and proceed with our program. Sloka number 88.
Shri Guru Namaha. Mishri bhavat garala pankila shankaroras Simangane kimapi rinkana madadhanaga Kelavaduta lalita shravanotpalosau Kamakshi balaiva rajatite katakshaha
Kamakshi te katakshaha bala eva rajati. O Kamakshi, your sidelong glance, rajati means shines. It shines like a child, like a young boy. Now, why he is comparing Kataksha to a child or a young boy? He is making it clear. Mishri bhavat garala pankila shankara uras simangane. Shankara uras simangane. Shankara is Shiva. Uras is the chest area. Simangane is the area of the chest. Uras is the chest. Simangane, area of the chest. Angana is actually a courtyard in a building. Here it is used for denoting the area of the chest. So in the area of Shiva's chest, Mishri Bhavat Garala Pankila. Panka is flush. Now he says Garala is poison. The poison has become mixed with something else and looking like a slush on Shiva's chest. Actually, poison is inside his throat. So there is no question of it getting mixed with something. This has been interpreted variously, but I think the best interpretation is because from a distance, because Kataksha is at a distance from Shiva, not very close to Shiva. So from a distance, because of the shine of the blue throat, because the shine of the blue throat of Shiva, it throws a shine in the chest area. So the shine, the reflected shine of the black throat on the chest area is being referred to as a slush mixed with poison. Poison mixed with something and appearing like a slush. That is what he is describing. So that is only an appearance because of the reflection in the light. So he says, in that chest area, which is a reflection of the slush of the poison mixed with something. Able to walk, so it is crawling. Adadhanaha, doing the crawling. That means it is crawling. Kimapi means it is so beautiful, it's beyond description. This crawling of the child is so beautiful. Actually, what he is describing is the way the Kataksha is moving on his chest. The way the Kataksha is moving on Shiva's chest is likened to a child crawling on his chest. So it is so beautiful that it is beyond description. In a very beautiful manner, it is doing that crawling. Then, after that, another description of the child. Helavadhuta lalita shravanotpalosau asau. This Kataksha, Hela avadhuta. Hela means sportingly. Avadhuta means displacing. Sportingly, it displaces Lalita Shravana Utpala. Lalita is beautiful. In the beautiful ear, there is a Utpala flower. There is a blue lily flower. So that blue lily flower is being displaced sportingly by this Kataksha. Helavadhuta Lalita Shravana Utpalosau. This is in Devi's ear, there is a blue lily flower, and that is being displaced by the Kataksha. Means what? The Kataksha is extending right up to the ear, so it looks as if it is going to displace the flower. The Avadhuta, you might have heard, Avadhuta is a super sannyasi, a person who is beyond Varnashrama Dharma. So why here Avadhuta, it means displacing, because that Avadhuta has displaced all thoughts of all mundane thoughts. He has no scope for mundane thoughts. He is always in Brahmachintana. That is why he is called Avadhuta, because he has displaced all mundane thoughts from his mind. So here it means displacing the flower, which is so sitting so beautifully on her beautiful ear. He is displacing it sportingly. So, O Kamakshi, your sidelong glance shines like a child which does the crawling, which is so beautiful in the area of the chest of Shiva, in what is looking like a slush caused by poison mixed with something else. Now, this is the reflection of the poison in the throat, of the color of the poison in the throat on the chest area. Now, the child also looks like displacing sportingly the Utpala, the blue lily flower, on the beautiful ear of the Devi. So this is the childish play of the Kataksha. Kataksha moves about on the chest area of Shiva, and it is so extensive that it goes right up to the ear and looks like displacing the blue lily flower in the ear. Next.
प्रौढीकरोति विदुषां नवसूक्तिघाटी सूताटवीषु बुधकोकिललाल्यमानं माध्वीरसं परिमलं च निरर्गलं ते कामाक्षि वीक्षण विलास वसन्तलक्ष्मी.
Last line, Kamakshi, Vikshana Vilasa Vasanta Lakshmi. He. Vikshana is the glance, Vilasa, the beauty, the beautiful glance is like a spring season, Vasanta Lakshmi, he, splendor. The splendor of the spring season of your beautiful glance. Now he is comparing the glance to the spring season. So why it is spring season, he has to now justify his comparison. That's what he is doing. Praudhi karoti, it is praudhi, the long, not the short. Praudhi karoti. It can also be praudhi karoti, the third da, not the fourth da. Both are acceptable. Some books give as praudhi karoti, some books give as praudhi karoti. Both are okay. Now, praudhi karoti vidusham navasukti dhati chutaatavishu buddha kokila lalyamanam. Vidusham of scholars, of vidwans, of scholars, Navasukti dhati chotatavishu. Navasukti, freshly appearing sayings. Freshly appearing sayings. Dhati, it is like a pravaha. It is like a continuous flow of sayings which are freshly appearing in the mouths of scholars. Vidusham Navasukti dhati. Now that Sukti dhati is compared to Kyutatavi. Kyutatavi is mango forest. Kyuta mango, Atavi forest. Kyutatavishu, in the mango forests of the continuous flow of fresh sayings, fresh songs of scholars, that it praudhi karoti. This vikshana nourishes it. It increases, it augments it. It gives it good growth. It gives good growth for this stream, which is seen in the mango groves. Why he is calling it as mango grove, he is going to tell us. Buddha Kokila Lalyamanam. In the mango grove, you find Kokila, the cuckoo. The cuckoo is Lalyamanam. It is enjoying. It is hailing. The Kokila is hailing, enjoying the Sukti Dhati, the Pravaha. Buddha. Who is Kokila here? Buddha, the wise people. Because there is an example and there is a subject and the example. Subject was Vidwan, and the subject was the Vidwan's Sukti, which was compared to a mango grove. Now here the subject is Buddha, the wise man, which is compared to a Kokila, the cuckoo. Buddha Kokila Lalyamanam, hailed by the cuckoo, who are the wise people. What is hailed in the mango grove? What is liked by the cuckoo? It likes the honey. So, Madhvi Rasam, the honey. Honey is essence, the essence of the honey. Parimalam, the fragrance. It is enjoying the fragrance. It is enjoying the honey essence. In what way it enjoys? Nirargalam. Argala means obstruction. A lock. Argala is a lock or an obstruction. Nirargalam means without any obstruction. Unimpeded manner. In unimpeded manner, this Kokila is enjoying the honey essence and the fragrance of the mango forest. Similarly, the wise people are enjoying the fragrance and the honey of the fresh songs of the scholars. Now, the fresh songs of the scholars are being given good growth by the spring season, which is the glance of Devi. So everywhere there are a couple of subject and the example for each. O Kamakshi, your glance, which is so beautiful, it is like the splendor of spring season, and it nourishes, it gives good growth for the continuous flow of fresh songs or sayings of scholars, which are like mango groves and which are being hailed or enjoyed by the wise people in the form of cuckoos. And what are they enjoying? They are enjoying the honey essence and the fragrance in a very unimpeded manner. Because it is what is causing this Navasukti Dhati, it is the Kataksha which is causing, Vikshana. So, Kataksha is so powerful that this Madhvi Rasa and Parimala are continuous. So, there is no question of any impediment. So, it is Nirargala. So, in a very unimpeded manner, without any obstruction, these wise people are enjoying the Navasukti. The essence is that because of sidelong glance of Devi, scholars are able to come out with beautiful songs which wise people are enjoying. That is what he is trying to say, but that he is putting it in such a figurative manner that the Vikshana is compared to spring season, and the scholars Navasukti is compared to mango grove, and the wise people are compared to cuckoos, and what they are enjoying, the Sukti Dhati, the Pravaha of the Sukti, is explained by means of the honey essence and fragrance, which comes in unimpeded manner. Next.
कूलं कशंबितनुते करुणाम्बुवर्षी सारस्वतं सुकृतिनः सुलभं प्रवाहं तुच्छीकरोति यमुनाम्बुतरङ्गभङ्गीं कामाक्षि किं तव कटाक्ष महाम्बुवागः.
First line, Kamakshi, Kim Tava Kataksha Mahambuvaha. Ambuvaha is cloud, we have seen before. Mahambuvaha is a large cloud. Your Kataksha, is it not a large cloud? He is asking like a question. Kim Tava Kataksha Mahambuvaha. Is it not a very large cloud, your sidelong glance? Why he is comparing it with the cloud? He is now going to explain. Kulankasham Vitanute Karunambu Varshi Saraswatam Sukritinaha Sulabham Pravaham. Sukritinaha, for those who are having good merit to their account, good religious merit to their account. That means virtuous people. For them, Saraswatam, that is the speech. Saraswatam means the speech. Saraswati, Devi of speech. Saraswatam, the speech, the faculty of speech. The faculty of speech is Sulabham and Pravaham. It is continuous like a flow of the river, like Saraswati river, like Saraswatam Pravaham, like Saraswati river. It is continuous and it is Sulabham. It is easily, without any effort, it is coming out for virtuous people. And what does it do? That Pravaha, Karunambu Varshi, because your cloud, your Kataksha, which is a cloud, it is showering Karuna. Ambu is water, Varshi is showering. Showering the waters of compassion. Karuna Ambu Varshi. It is showering the waters of compassion. Because of that, this pravaha is caused for virtuous people. And what does the pravaha do? Kulankasham vitanute. Kulankasham means breaking the banks. That means it is going with so much of force that it is breaking the banks of the river. Vitanute means it is doing. Kulankasham means breaking the banks. It is doing the breaking of the banks. That means it is able to accomplish a difficult task of breaking the banks because of your karuna, which is coming, which is like a shower. So then, okay, for virtuous people, there is a continuous flow of speech, which is breaking the banks of the river. That means what? It is unimpeded. It is a continuous, heavy flow of words. That is what he is trying to say. But now there is a contrast. Tuchhi karoti yamunambu taranga bhangi. But this is in the sky. When it is in the sky, it is dropping, showering such karuna. So the scholars on the earth are able to come out with such a beautiful speech. But at the same time, on the same earth, Yamuna is flowing. Yamuna Ambu Taranga Bhangim. Waters of the Yamuna, waves of the waters of the Yamuna, Bhangim. Bhangi means continuous. The continuous wave of the waters of the Yamuna, it is Tuchi Karoti. It berates, it despises. Your Kataksha, which is in the form of a cloud, it despises this Yamuna. Is it not doing that, Kim? That is the question. Kim Tava. Is it not doing this? That is, it's encouraging for the virtuous people, but it is despising, berating Yamuna river. It is a contrast. Why it is doing that? That is, Yamuna on the ground is not a match to Saraswati. That is the indirect comparison. Plus, Yamuna has got dark colored waters and Kataksha is dark colored. And Kataksha's dark color brilliance is much greater than the Yamuna's dark color brilliance. That is what he is trying to tell us. So the comparison with Yamuna is in terms of dark color as well as Saraswati river. So he says, "O Kamakshi, your sidelong glance, which is in the form of a large cloud, it makes for virtuous people come out with words or speech in a very easy way, in a very continuous flow, which is caused by the shower of waters of compassion from this cloud. And because of that, their speech, this shower is causing such a flow in the river that it breaks the banks, breaking the banks, overflowing the banks. And but at the same time, when it comes to Yamuna, the continuous wave of the waters of the Yamuna, it despises. Though it is coming, continuous wave of, that is, he is trying to explain, the Yamuna is also beautiful. It is coming in a continuous wave of waters. But even then, the dark color of Yamuna is no comparison with the dark brilliance of the Kataksha. The Yamuna's waters or no comparison with the Saraswati water, Saraswati river water, which are the words of the virtuous people. Next.
जागर्ति देवी करुणा शुक सुंदरी ते ताटंकर नरुचि दाडिम खंड शोणे कामाक्षि निर्भर कटाक्ष मरीचि पुंज मागेन्द्र नीलमणि पंजर मध्य भागे.
Again, another difficult imagery he is making. We have to follow it closely, then only we will understand this. Kamakshi, Mahendra, Neela, Mani, Panjara, Madhya Bhage, Jagarti, not Jagarti, Jagarti, Devi, Karuna Shuka Sundari, Te. Let us start with Karuna Shuka Sundari. We have to start somewhere. Karuna Shuka Sundari. Shuka is parrot. We have seen before. The sage Shuka, son of Vyasa, is called Shuka because he has got a parrot-like nose, parrot-like face. So, Shuka Sundari, the beautiful parrot, which is Karuna, which is compassion. Your compassion is like a beautiful parrot. Jagarti, it is always awake. It is awake to what? Tatanka Ratna, Ruchi Dadime, Khanda Shone. This Karuna is situated where? It is situated in the Kataksha, in the sidelong glance. That we must not forget. It is coming later, but we have to remember that. This Karuna parrot is sitting in the sidelong glance, Kataksha. So this parrot, which is Karuna, which is sitting in the sidelong glance, Kataksha, what does it do? It is awake. It is awake to what? Awake means it is liking, it is expecting. What is it expecting? Tatanka Ratna Ruchi Dadima Khanda Shone. Dadima is pomegranate fruit. Dadima is pomegranate fruit. Khanda is a piece of the fruit. Shone means red color. Red color of the small pomegranate fruit is what? Where is the pomegranate fruit for this parrot? Tatanka Ratna Ruchi. The brilliance of the jewel in the earring. Tatanka is the earring. In the earring, there are red-colored jewels which are throwing so much of brilliance that it is looking like a pomegranate, small pomegranate fruit pieces. So this parrot is fond of pomegranate fruit pieces. The parrot, which is the Karuna in the sidelong glance, is looking to eat that Dadima fruit, pomegranate fruit, which is red colored, because parrot like red colored pomegranate fruit. Shone is red color. Kamakshi. Now, where is this Karuna? We assumed it is in Kataksha. Now he is explaining it. Nirbhara Kataksha Marichi Punja Mahendra Neela Mani Panjara Madhya Bhage. Nirbhara means excessive, dense. Kataksha, sidelong glance. Marichi, the radiance. Punja, the mass of radiance of this Kataksha, which is dense, is how is it? Mahendra Neela Mani. The Indraneela stone, the blue colored Indraneela stone, is like Panjara Madhya Bhage. Panjara means cage, because we said Kataksha is a parrot. So parrot is inside a cage. The Kataksha is a cage. Karuna is the parrot. Kataksha is the cage. It is sitting inside that cage, which is the blue color. Naturally, Kataksha is blue color, blue black. So it is like Indraneela stones. This Panjara, the cage is made of Indraneela stones. Madhya Bhage, it is situated inside, in the center of this cage. In the center of this cage. So Kataksha, O Kamakshi, your Kataksha sidelong glance is having a dense radiance, mass of dense radiance, which is like a cage of Indraneela stones, and this Kataksha is sitting inside this cage, center of the cage. That means what? Kataksha is full of Karuna only. This we have seen before also. Kataksha is driven by Karuna. Kataksha is held inside the Karuna cage. That is what he is saying. Sorry, Karuna is held inside the Kataksha cage. That is what he is saying. So he says, this Karuna, which is the parrot, it's a beautiful parrot. It is awake to, it likes to eat the pomegranate, small pomegranate fruit, which is red colored, which is actually the jewel in the earrings. That is the comparison, that is the imagery. The Kataksha extends right up to and beyond the ears. That is the imagery. That is why he is saying the Karuna wants to eat the pomegranate. Pomegranate is in the ear, but Karuna is in the eye. So how can eye go and eat the ear? That means the eye is extending so much, it goes right up to the ear and looks as if it is going to eat that pomegranate. This is the imagery of the poet. Next.
कामाक्षि सत्कुवलयस्य सगोत्र भावान् आक्रामति श्रुतिमसौ तव दृष्टिपातः किं च स्फुटं कुटिलतां प्रकटीकरोति भ्रूवल्लरी परिचितस्य फलं किमेतत्
Kamakshi, Tava Drishtipataha, the dropping of your glance, second line, Tava Drishtipataha, Tatkuvalayasya Sagotra Bhavat, Shrutim Akramati, Asau Tava Drishtipataha. This, your drop of glance, Akramati, goes and occupies Shruti, the ear. It goes and occupies the ear. What it goes and occupies the ear? Satkuvalayasya sagotra bhavat. Because there is a kuvalaya flower in the ear. Kuvalaya is lily flower, blue lily flower. Satkuvalayasya, because it is good quality. Good quality means what? Why he is calling it a good quality flower? Because it is good quality flower, it is adorning the ear of the Devi. Ordinary flowers do not have the fortune of adorning Devi's ear. So it is good quality, virtuous. Virtuous lily flower, Sagotra Bhavat, because both are coming from the same Gotra, same lineage. What is the same lineage? Both are dark colored. That is the lineage. The lineage does not mean the normal sense. Because of the appearance, it is having a common appearance of dark color with the Kuvalaya flower. So he says, it looks as if it is going and occupying that flower. The glance is extending right up to the ear, and the flower is on the ear. It goes as if it is going occupying that ear, approaches. Glance approaches the ear. Now, the point he is making is Shruti. Shruti refers to the ear as well as Vedas. That means your glance will never cross the Vedas. It will always approach the Vedas. It will always follow the Vedas. Your glance will never cross the Veda path. Why he is bringing Veda here? He is explaining next line. Kincha, and. But Putam Kutilatam Prakati Karoti. But so far it was okay. It was going and approaching the Kubalaya flower in the ear. So far it is okay. It was not crossing the Vedic path. So far okay. But Putam, it is very clear. Prakati Karoti, it is clearly expressing, is showing Kutilatam, crookedness. So far it was straight behavior. Now it is showing crooked behavior. Why it is showing crooked behavior? There is a reason for it. Bhruvallari parichatasya phalam kimetat. Kimetat, is it due to phalam? Is it the fruit of? Is this the fruit of parichatasya, being familiar with Bhruvallari, the creeper of the eyebrow? Because eyebrow is crooked, bent, curved. So, because it is close to your the glance is close to the eyebrow, has it acquired the same curvedness? Why he is talking about curvedness, kutilata now? Because when the eye goes right up to the ear, it is not a straight look, isn't it? It is a sidelong look. When it is a sidelong look, it appears curved, it appears crooked. So poetically he is saying that this crookedness has been acquired by your sidelong glance, by contact with, by familiarity with the creeper of the eyebrow. Because eyebrow is crooked, your eye has also become crooked. Though it was straight all along, and it was never crossing the Veda path, it was only coming close to the Kuvalaya flower, which is the virtuous Kuvalaya flower, because of the same lineage. Both are of the same dark color. So it was your dropping of the glance was occupying closeness with this flower in the ear, but it shows crookedness because of the familiarity, because of the closeness to the eyebrow, which is like a creeper, which is crooked. Is this the fruit of that? That's the question. The poetic imagery. Next.
एषा तव क्षिसुषमा विषमायुधस्य नारा च वर्षलहरी नगराजकन्ये शङ्के करोति शतधा हृदि धैर्यमुद्रां श्रीकामकोटि यदसौ शिशिरांशु मौलेः
Nagaraja Kanye, daughter of Nagaraja, the king of mountains. Nagaraja, king of mountains, that is Himavan, daughter of Himavan, Nagaraja Kanye. Tava Akshi Sushama, the beauty of your glance, beauty of your Akshi actually means eye. We have to take it as a glance, the function of the eye. So the beauty of your glance, Esha, this glance, this, why he is saying always this, Asau, Esha and all that? Because he is seeing it in front of him. For us it is Aparoksha. For us it is Paroksha. For him it is Aparoksha. It is direct. For us it is indirect. Because it is indirect, he is always saying Asau, Esha, etc. because it is direct. He says, the beauty of your glance is Vishamayudhasya Naracha Varsha Lahari Shanke. Shanke means I suspect. Shanka is suspicion. I suspect that the beauty of your glance is like Vishamayudhasya of Manmatha. Vishamayudha having different ayudhas, not same ayudhas. Because his 5 flowers are different flower ayudhas we have seen before. So that is why it's called Vishamayudha, holding different ayudhas, different weapons. So of Manmatha, Naracha Varsha Lahari, wave of shower of arrows, wave of shower of arrows. Naracha is actually a steel arrow. A steel arrow is called Naracha. But Manmatha does not have any steel arrow, he's having only a flower arrow. But he is calling it a steel arrow because he has got a purpose. He is going to explain that. He says, the beauty of your glance is looking like the wave of shower of steel arrows of Manmatha. This is what I suspect, Shanke. Why? Karoti Shatadha Hridi Dairya Mudram Yat Asau Shishiramshu Maulehe. Yat Asau. Yat means why I am suspecting. Yat means because. Asau, this glance, Shishiramshu Maulehe of Shiva. Shishiramshu is moon. Shishira is cool. Amshu is rays. Cool raid. Who is cool raid? Not the sun, obviously. It is the moon. So Shishiramshu is moon. Mauli is head. One who is having moon on his head, that is Shiva. So Shishiramshu Maulehe, Hridi in his heart, Dhairya Mudram, whatever strong impression of courage, his mudra means strong impression. Strong impression of courage is there in his mind, in his heart. His heart is never weak. That is why he was able to burn Marmatha to ashes. Such a strength he is having. So even that, Shatadha Karoti, it is broken into smithereens. It is broken into 100 pieces. Shatadha Karoti. Dhairya Mudram Shatadha Karoti. It breaks that strong impression of dhairya, courage, into 100 pieces. This is what I suspect. So if something has to be broken into 100 pieces, then it has to be steel only, isn't it? That is why he said Naracha, steel arrow. Because it is breaking, because warriors generally will have a kavacha in their chest area. So that kavacha is like a dhairya mudra. It is going and breaking that kavacha, that armor. So he is saying this dhairya mudra is being broken into smithereens by the sidelong glance. The subject is sidelong glance is breaking the dhairya of Shiva. That is all he is saying. But he is putting it in such a beautiful imagery form. O Kamakoti, O daughter of Himavan, the beauty of your glance, I suspect, is like a wave of shower of steel arrows of Manmatha, who is known for having different types of weapons. Why I am suspecting? Because this shower of arrows goes and breaks into 100 pieces the courage in the heart of Shiva, which is a strong impression. That the courage with the strong impression is broken into 100 pieces by the strong arrows. That is why I suspect that these are steel arrows, what you are having in your sidelong glance. This is what I suspect. That is how he is explaining. So here, the scholars have enjoyed this shloka in an additional manner because Kataksha, he is having 5 different flowers. We know that. Manmatha is having 5 different flowers. Now he is saying this is a shower of steel arrows. That means all the 5 flowers are sending out 5 different arrows, isn't it? So what are those 5 different arrows which are coming out from the sidelong glance? Kataksha is Nelotpala, blue water lily. We know that. We have seen it before. That is the Kataksha. Then there is a smile. It is accompanied by a smile, which is jasmine and mango flower. Jasmine, Mallika and mango flower are contained in the smile. Then the kundalas, which the earrings which the Devi is wearing, the shine of the kundalas is the balanced 2 flowers, Ashoka and lotus flower. Why 2 flowers are compared to earrings and smile? Because they are showing like that. They are not showing the radiance of 1 flower. They are showing the radiance of 2 flowers. So that is the beauty of this shloka. So Kataksha is like a Nilotpala flower, blue water lily flower. The smile, the Mandasmita, which goes with the sidelong glance, is like the jasmine, Mallika, and the mango flower, Ambra, and the Kundala's shine is the balanced 2 flowers, Ashoka and lotus, Padma. So the 5 flowers of Manmatha are in action. Next.
बाणेन पुष्पधनुषः परिकल्प्यमानत्राणेन भक्तमनसां करुणाकरेण कोणेन कोमलदृशः तव कामकोटि शोणेन शोषय शिवे मम शोक सिन्धुम्
Banena Pushpadhanushaha Parikalpyamana Pranena Bhakta Manasam Karuna Karene Konena Komala Drishaha Tava Kamakoti. Kamakoti is the address. Tava Komala Drishaha, the beautiful glance, Konena, with a corner of your glance, which is Karuna Karena, which is full of Karuna, is full of compassion. It is like Banena Pushpadhanushaha. It is like the arrow of Manmatha. Parikalpyamana Tranena Bhakta Manasam of the minds of the devotees. Tranena, protecting the minds of the devotees. Parikalpyamana. Parikalpyamana means doing the protection of the devotees' minds, accomplishing the protection of the devotee's mind through the karuna, which is contained in the flower arrows of Manmatha. So that kind of Komala Drisha, that kind of beautiful glance, Tava, Konena, by the corner of that glance, Mama Shoka Sindhum, Shonena Shoshaya. Shonena, that glance is also red colored. Glance we have seen always is black colored. Now he is saying it is red colored. We will see that. The glance which is red colored, with that red colored glance, Mama Shoka Sindhum Shoshaya Shive, O Devi, O consort of Shiva, O auspicious Devi, Mama Shoka Sindhum, the ocean of my grief, ocean of my misery, ocean of my grief, Shoshaya, make it dry. Make my ocean dry up my ocean. So for drying up ocean, you need something which is very hot, isn't it? So that is why he said red color. Though the glance is always described as black colored, dark black colored, but now it is being described as red colored because it is like Agni for the purpose of drying up the ocean of my grief. Okay, that is imagery. But how can it be described as red color? For that also there is a reason. It turns red because of compassion, karuna karena, because of compassion on seeing my ocean of grief. Compassion is always treated as red colored. Raga, compassion, karuna, they are all treated as red colored. We have seen before. So, because after having seen the ocean which is in my mind of grief, your eye has turned red because of karuna. That is why he emphasized the karuna in the first half. Karuna karena. And he also said, Bhakta manasam pranena, parikalpyamana pranena. He said all this because of this. Now, the bronze is using some weapon, because only with a weapon you can dry up the ocean, isn't it? Like Rama tried to dry up the ocean by sending out an arrow. If you remember, there is a scene in Ramayana when he was waiting for Samudra Raja to come. He did not come for 3 days, though Rama did tapas for the appearance of Samudra Raja. He didn't come for 3 days. Then he threatened Samudra Raja that he would dry up the ocean by sending out the arrow. In fact, he took out the arrow, and later on that arrow was sent somewhere else at the request of the Samudra Raja. That is a different story. So he says, similarly, you also have an arrow. What is the arrow you have? You have the Manmatha's arrow, the 5 flower arrows. Using those arrows, now they have become red colored. The arrows have become red colored, like we saw Naracha in the last shloka. They have become red colored. The arrows have become red colored. On seeing the intensity of my grief, using those arrows, please dry up the ocean. That is a prayer. So he says, Komala Drishaha, Tava Komala Drishaha Konena, with the beautiful glance, corner of your glance, O Kamakoti, which is full of compassion, which is intent on protecting the minds of devotees, using the arrows of Manmatha, you please come and dry up the ocean of my grief, which is there in my mind. O Kamakoti, please dry up the ocean. That is the request. That is the prayer. Next.
मारद्रुहा मुकुटसीमणि लाल्यमाने मन्दाकिनी पयसिते कुटिलं चरिष्णुः कामाक्षि कोपरभसात् फलमानमीन सन्देहमङ्कुरयति क्षणमक्षिपातः.
Now he is going and presenting a different scenario. He says, Kamakshi, Akshipataha, the last line, your sidelong glance, Maradruha Mukuta Siyamani Lalyamane Mandakini Payasi Te Kutilam Charishnuhu. Maradruha is Shiva, the enemy of Manmatha. Mukuta Siyamani, in the area of the crown, in the area of the crown of Shiva, Lalyamane, there it is playing about. What is playing about there? Mandakini is playing about. Mandakini is Ganga. Ganga is playing about in the area of the crown of Shiva. Mandakini Payasi, in the waters of Ganga. Te Kutilam Karishnuhu, your Akshipataha, your glance is moving about in a very crooked manner. In the waters of the Ganga, your glance is moving about in a crooked manner. Why it is moving about in a crooked manner? Because of anger. Koparabhatat, because of Rabhata means the force of anger, the speed and the force of the anger. Because of that, Sandeham Ankurayati, it gives me a sprout of doubt. It gives me a sprout of doubt. What doubt it gives? Valamana meena sandeham. Valamana means moving about. Meena means fish. It looks like your blonde is like a fish which is moving about in the waters of the Ganga, and it is moving about so fast here and there in a very crooked manner because of anger. Why it is anger? What is the anger about? Anger because Shiva is holding Ganga on his head. Ganga is a competitor, a rival to Devi. That is how Puranas have always been describing. You might have seen in this kind of description in various stories. In fact, there have been quarrels between Ganga and Devi, and one cursing the other, etc., comes in Devi Bhagavatam and other Puranas. So, here he says, because of the force of the anger, what is happening is your glance is moving about in a very crooked manner in the waters of the Ganga, which is playing about. Ganga is playing, the waters are playing about in the area of the crown of Shiva, and this gives me the sprout of doubt. What is the sprout of doubt? That it is fish moving about here and there in those waters. Next.
कामाक्षि संवलित मौक्तिक कुण्डलांशु चञ्चसित श्रवण चामर चातुरीकः स्तम्भे निरन्तरम् अपाङ्गमये भवत्या बद्धचकास्ति मकरध्वज मत्तहस्ति.
Here again, difficult imagery is there. We have to follow closely. He says, Makaradhvaja Mattahasti, the last line. Makaradhvaja means Manmatha, who is having fish as his banner. Makaradhvaja, fish banner. And the insignia is fish in his banner. So, the Manmatha is like a Mattahasti, is like an intoxicated elephant. Manmatha is like an intoxicated elephant, and he has been tied to a post. Stambhe baddhaha. Stambhe, to a post, baddhaha. He has been tied. Which is the post to which he has been tied? Nirantaram, always, continuously he has been tied. Which post is that? Bhavatya apangamaye stambhe. Your sidelong glance is the post. Your sidelong glance is the post to which this elephant has been continuously tied, always tied. Chakas, he is shining there. Though he is tied to that post, he is shining there because the sidelong glance is always shining, we have seen before. And Manmatha is shining through the sidelong glance, so he is shining there. Kamakshi, Sambalita, Mauktika Kundalamshu, Chanchasthita, Shravana, Chamara, Chaturikaha. This Mattahasti, this elephant which is intoxicated, is not only very happy and shining, he is doing something more. What he is doing? That elephant is shaking his ears. You know, normally elephants keep shaking their ears. Now that is what he is saying. Sambalita Mauktika Kundalamshu. Sambalita means fixed. Mauktika means pearls. Pearls are fixed in the kundala, in the earring. Amshu means the rays. The brilliance of the earrings of the Devi, which are having pearls which are fixed in the earrings. Tanchatsita. Tanchatsita is moving. Shravana, Chamara, Chaturikaha. Shravana is the ears. Moving the ears. The elephant is moving the ears like a chamara. Like a chamara, you all know. Chauri, like a chamara. Chaturikaha. Master. Very clever. This elephant is very cleverly moving about, shaking, shaking his ears like a chamara. What is the chamara he is having? He is having the pearl, radiance of the pearl in the kundala. Radiance of the pearl in the kundala is like a chamara, is like the ear of this Manmatha. You have to understand the imagery. Manmatha is the elephant which is tied to the post of the sidelong glance, which is inside the sidelong glance, which is inside the eye. The elephant is inside the eye. The elephant which is inside the eye has got ears, the two ears, the two ears of Devi or the ears of the ears of Manmatha. So he is shaking his ears, and for shaking his ears, he is depending upon the radiance coming from the pearls which are in the earrings, which keep moving about when Devi moves her ears. When Devi moves her ears, this radiance keeps moving from the pearl, the white pearl, and the white pearl is referred to like a Shravana, like the ear of the elephant. So he says, the intoxicated elephant, which is Manmatha, he has been tied to the post, which is continuously, which is tied, remains tied to the post, which is to a sidelong ground, and he is shining there, and he is a master in shaking, in moving about, fitting his ears like a chamara, like a chauri, through the radiance of the pearls which are fixed in the earrings. Oh Kamakshi, this is the beauty. Next.
यावत् कटाक्षरजनी समयागमस्ते कामाक्षि तावदजरान् नमतां नराणाम् आविर्भवत्यमृतदीदिति बिम्बमम्ब संविन्मयं हृदयपूर्व गिरीन्द्रशृङ्गे
Yavat Kataksha Rajani Samayagamaha Te. Te Kataksha, your sidelong glance, Yavat, whenever. Rajani Samayagamaha. Te, Rajani is night, Samayagamaha, night time arrival. Your sidelong glance is described as arrival of night time. Sidelong glance is described as arrival of night time. Why he is saying it as night time, he is going to explain. Tavat Achirat Namatam Naranam. Namatam Naranam. Those people who are worshipping you, Tavat, Yavat, Tavat. Yavat means whenever the night arrives, immediately, Tavat, immediately. Achirat, without any delay, immediately, what happens? Avirbhavati Amrita Dijiti Bimbam Amba Sanvinmayam Hridaya Purva Girindra Shringe. There is only one thought which is there in the shloka. It is explained in a very detailed manner. So, for those who are worshipping, in their heart, Hridaya Purva Girindra Shringe. In their heart is like what? Like the Udaya Parvata. Purva Girindra is Udaya Parvata, the mountain in which the sun or the moon rise. In this case, the moon, because we are talking about the night. The Udaya Parvata, for the rise of the moon, Shringe means the peak. The peak of the mountain, which is on the east, the peak of the mountain which is on the east, which is Udaya Purvata, which is the heart of those who worship. There, this moon has to rise. Avir Bhavati, it comes out. What comes out? Amrita Didhiti Bimbam. Amrita Didhiti Bimbam is moon. It is shedding rays of Amrita. Bimba is the circular moon, which is Didhiti means rays, radiance, Amrita, radiance of nectar. We have seen before, Amrita is shed by moon always. So this moon rises. What is the moon which is rising in the minds of devotees? There is no moon which is rising. It is the Jnana, Samminmayam. Samvitu is Jnana. Vitu is Jnana. Samvitu is excellent Jnana. Well, what is excellent Jnana? The Brahma Jnana only is the excellent Jnana. All other Jnana, mundane Jnana, is not Samvitu. They are all only for fulfilling the needs of our belly. They are not for our spiritual advancement. So Samvitu is for spiritual advancement. That is Brahma Jnana. So the moon, which is nothing but Brahma Jnana, arises in the Udaya Parvata of the hearts of those who worship you. It is whenever moon will come only after night time, isn't it? Whenever the night comes, what night? Your Kataksha. So your Kataksha is compared to a night, and whenever it comes, whenever the time comes for the arrival of night of your Kataksha, sidelong, immediately for those who worship you in their hearts, which is like the peak of the Udaya Parvata, the moon of the nectarine rays arises, which is nothing but Samvit, the Brahma Jnana. That means what? By Kataksha, we can get Brahma Jnana. That's what he is saying, that he is putting it as rise of the moon and arrival of night. Arrival of night is Kataksha, rising of moon is Brahma Jnana. I think we close for the day and invite questions.
If anybody has any questions.
We have only 4 more shlokas, which we will complete in the next class, and then we will move on to the last Shataka, the Mandasmita Shataka, hopefully in the next class, by the blessings of Acharya. Next questions.
Mama Namaskaram.
Namaskaram.
In 95, in Shloka 95, is it right to say that they're actually talking not about the side long glands, but the side short glands?
Why?
Because we said, like, the Ganga, when it is flowing, is changing, right? So the Devi's glance is moving.
Yeah, you can, yeah, you're right. It's not always the side long glance. It is a glance which keeps moving. It is fickle. You're right. That way you're right. It goes from this direction to that direction. So that is like a fish which is going out in this water of the Ganga. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Namaskaram, Mama. In many of the shlokas, we are seeing Manmata having special, grace of Devi. So the desire for moksha also is, we can say it is Manmata's somewhere. Is that related there also?
What is your question? Is desire for moksha related to Manmata? Is it your question?
No. In most of the places, Devi's special grace is for Manmata. That is the question.
Because no. Because if you see Kamakshi Vilasam, it is very clearly stated there. Manmata, who was burnt to ashes, became a favorite of Devi. He was given fresh life, and not only that, Manmata developed a desire to conquer Shiva, the person who brought him to the state. So he went and approached Devi. Then Devi gave him the special power of conquering Shiva. So he went and conquered Shiva. This is there in the Kamakshi Vilasam. This is the only place where Manmatha was able to conquer Shiva and bring Shiva to the Sannidhi of Devi. This story is there given in great detail. Not only that, that is one part. The second part is Manmatha is one of the great devotees of there are 12 great devotees of Devi, and Manmatha is one of them, Agastya, Lopamudra and other people. So there is a Manmatha Vidya. There is a special formula which we developed. So like Kadi Vidya, etc., we are saying, there are special sciences associated with Manmatha's worship of Devi. He is a great devotee. So that is why Manmatha is being given so much of importance. Now, your question on moksha, whether you want to involve Manmatha is different. Now, you don't have to involve Manmatha for praying for moksha. Nowhere he is combining moksha with Manmatha. If you see, he is always combining Manmatha with conquering Shiva. Whenever Manmatha comes, Shiva also comes. You might have seen mostly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Any other questions, please? I think we're all done.
Okay, so we close and then we meet again next Saturday as usual.
The recording has stopped.
Har Har Mahadeva. Shri Jagadambikayai Jaya Jaya. We close and wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir.